Okay, so we are starting here with a small little lesson how to farm bosses, or how to farm a specific boss, or how I farm a specific boss. I'm not remotely organized enough to figure this out, but as you can see, there are a lot of thralls here. They're set up basically in a little Y shape. They're in a line. All of them are from Sephiroth, with exception of this Hyborian archer there, who is a volcano thrall. You can see that by the hit points. Now you can see he's equipped with a obsidian throwing axe, and this should probably not be anywhere. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're all equipped with obsidian throwing axes, and they got the obsidian throwing axes because I made one and gave it to one thrall, and then picked obsidian throwing axes off the ground, and then I gave it to all the other thralls. Now, we're going to kill the Hive Queen, and we're going to do it in the most safest, least impactful method. I have a nice spear. It's a dragon spawn pike. It has a lot of damage, but it's mainly there to just have something in my hands. So down there we see the Hive Queen. We see the Hive Queen's minions, and we are going to kite the fucker. Hi, I'm here. You want to eat me, don't you? Yes, you want to eat me, don't you? You're so cute, you think you want to eat me. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ooh, a lag. Not good. But lunch is taunting you. Yes, you're all there. Okay. The minions are coming first. Oh, this is bad. Actually, it's not bad. Here I run. And you can hear the thralls going active. Now, what's happening? This is happening. As you can see, the boss has been staggered and is under continual fire. The little minion there is still alive, so let's... oh, it's dead. Okay. So off we go. We just run around the boss once just to make sure that we have his attention. And then we kite the boss further. And I've found from experience that if I kite him right into this corner here, because of how I've built my base, he will get stuck. Or he might get stuck up there. She seems to be stuck. And under continual fire, let's see if we can push her a little bit. Here we go. Now, she can't actually attack because she's getting hit like 4 or 5 times a second. So every attack she makes gets interrupted. And you can see there's already been a bit of damage. I've only done a couple of spear strikes on her, but she's like 10% dead already. And yeah, this is... we are just going to go and kill her. And there's nothing she can do. She is just going to get fucking murdered. Now, eventually you're going to turn down the voices of the thralls. Okay, let's see if we can push her into a little pocket. Okay, falling off the edge, and as you can see here, I can pick up obsidian throwing axes to equip the next division of my huge army. Do not up at my main base. I have a massive horde of thralls, and you can basically put any thralls. You will see that this thrall here, who for some reason is not showing, is actually a Stygian bearer. Though she normally does throw her axe. But apparently she isn't. Stygian Archer 3. Stygian Archer 3. I prefer my 3s, obviously. Oops. That's an Arcanian 2, Archer 3, Archer 2, 3, 2, 3, and another Archer 2. Now, as you can see, some of those guys aren't actually doing very much, and we will go to the settings and get rid of that, because you will get annoyed with it. As you can see, most of the guys are actually firing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 who aren't, but I do have like 14 here, so I have 7 archers throwing axes, obsidian throwing axes. Each one does 49 damage at full pace against this boss. And I don't really have to do anything to kill it. And I'm gonna put the entire video with the entire killing, because first of all, the length of the video will show you how long it takes, and I won't have cut anything, so there is no magic foolery, and because I really don't know how to edit film. So here we go. So, you're having a hard day. Oh, she did something. Let's push her back into the little hole. Sitting down and going into third-person mode like that is a bit of a show-off, but basically she's stuck. I preferred if more of my archers were throwing at it, but oh yeah, there is 2 of them sorted. But there is something with the AI that makes them difficult. For example, why those 2 guys up there, one of them's a bearer and one of them's a archer 3, aren't. I don't know why. They're much closer to the target. So yeah, let's see how far along she is. Yeah, about 1/4. Now, as you can see, getting her down to 1/4 has been, well, taken very little effort from my side. Now, some of these times these guys do bug out a bit, and 2 or 3 or even 4 show up at the same time, and that's almost preferable, because in that case you can usually get all the archers to continually fire, not just some of them. Now, I forgot to bring my knives to this thing, because they cause bleeds. So I'm gonna pop down, find some stone, find some twigs. Or do I have twigs? I have some twigs. Can I make a set of stone knives? So I can get some bleeds in. I need twine and stone and 1 more twig. So as long as I'm in the area, she will be under fire. But at some point, they will stop shooting. So you can't actually just start this up and go into Sepramaru and farm slaves. And I need 30 stones. I'm on a ×4 server, so this is a little bit easier for me than it is for everybody else. And then we're gonna get some twine, and then we're gonna make some stone knives and get some bleeds running. Because I really should have thought this out before I started. Do note, these are the worst knives in the game. But I'm able to casually walk up to the queen, blow all my stamina on causing bleeds, because the thralls keep her fixed and staggered. And they keep a steady supply of damage running. So now we're about down to half damage. And you may have noticed I have barely done anything remotely risky. So we're gonna sucker him in. Is she stuck out there? She'll come back. The thralls will eventually de-aggro and she'll rush at them and they'll re-aggro. And then we'll come here on the back side and with my stone daggers reset the bleeds. Well, technically I could have used obsidian daggers, but since obsidian is stone, but that would be playing games. Important thing is here, the only thing you need is one obsidian axe, and you can kill bosses with stone tools. Now these guys all have nice suits of armor because I wanted to reward these hard-working thralls. Because I really do have a metric shit ton of legendary weapons lying about. Now you can also use this as obviously tower defense for bases, because whatever staggers bosses is going to stagger players as well. I ran a couple of tests with people from the server who have tried to run towards the base, and none of them have been able to reach the wall. So they can't even run up to the door and place an explosive with active thralls. And I fell off the cliff again. Might as well pick up some... there are no rocks to pick up. So I need to go and repair these knives. But I think I got enough. Yeah, that'll probably do. So let's see if we can kite him to the best sweet spot for the archers. But as you can see, this players will not survive this kind of barrage. And if you put this up to defend your base from raids, if you can make sure that there's a nice open area that can be covered by multiple thralls with axes, you can't get through. You can't run to the walls, you can't place explosives, you can't... And if you have lines of fire which cover the climbing surfaces, you can't have people climbing either. And if you equip them with masks like this one, you can't gas them either. So you'd have to use trebuchets to knock down these towers, or use demon fire orbs to burn them. And if you can get the enemy to do that, you are basically putting them into a position where the raid is getting ridiculously expensive, and they haven't even reached the wall. Now, as you can see, I can just sit here and conduct rolling heavy attacks until I'm out of stamina, and the queen doesn't respond because she is constantly being hit by axes, and they are interrupting her attacks. And now she's down to what, maybe 20% now? 25%? No, it's not 1/4. 20-25% health. And as you saw, I haven't done anything remotely risky. No fancy moves. No. Okay, well, the Dragonborn Spear is a nice weapon, but I haven't really used it that much. Most of the killing has been done by those thralls. And the nice thing about this is that the respawn on this monster is about the same as the respawn on the NPCs in town. So you do a run through the town, see if that named thrall you're trying to camp is there. If he's not, kill the monster. When you've killed the monster, go back and run through town. And it's a nice thing to do while you wait between runs through town. Because it does take a while to kill this. Now he's down to maybe, what, 15%? Now, don't do this during PvP time, because your thralls will kill you if you run into a line of axes like that. As you can see, I have a collection of axes in my back, and I can't really reach him with a dagger right now. I wish I had a stone pike to do this, but I'm too lazy to build one. And now he's down to what, maybe 12%-ish? Yes, curse me, and you will cut my heart out, and all that wonderful stuff. Yeah. I'll admit, this probably isn't all that entertaining, because I'm basically sitting there watching a helpless pixel monster being murdered by NPCs. But as I said, I don't know how to do video editing, so sort of stuck with it. So he's down to 10%-ish. And stuck in the little sweet spot there. Dying slowly but surely. I have a new collection of obsidian throwing axes. And as you can see, the little pink bit on the bar, she is taking damage. And we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacking her right now. And And we're gonna go in with the knives again, because bleeds stack. And I like falling off cliffs. Falling off cliffs is fun. And I just killed the boss with a stone, mostly a stone dagger. And there we get the skeleton key. Does the bug which gives me 2 skeleton keys happen? Can I provoke it? Because 2 skeletons... no. We are dumping these toxin glands because I really don't need any more of them. And then let's see what we get. What grand gift will the gods of fate bestow on this poor exile? Opportunities to kill locusts for one, but let's see what's in the box. Drum roll, please! We have no drum roll. We get Glimmermoon. And what is Glimmermoon? Glimmermoon is an axe. Does it have any fancy traits? It has no fancy traits. And, yeah. That's how I murder helpless boss monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna go post this and see how I do.